Well, hello there and welcome back. Nas here, native English speaker. I am SALTA certified, and I do hope that this has now become your favorite space for mastering real world English. If you are someone who wants to sound more educated, more precise, more fluent in English, then this is the channel for you. My mission for today is to teach you 10 advanced words. Words you probably understand, but you may not be using. Words that you love the sound of, but you're not quite sure how to say. So today we'll uncover pronunciation, the opposites if they apply, the rhythm and stress in our short story shadowing, and I'm going to challenge you. I am going to test you with quizzes, with gapfuls, and with speaking challenges. So if you're ready, let's dive in. If you would like the full downloadable PDF, all you have to do is click on the link in the description. So first up, we have the word inadvertently. Inadvertently. And this means without intention or accidentally. Inadvertently. And the opposite of inadvertently, which is without intention or accidentally, would be, deliberately. So I inadvertently offended him, right? It was without intention. It was accidentally. But the opposite would be I deliberately offended him. So inadvertently, and the opposite is inadvertently. So another good example sentence would be he inadvertently sent the email to his boss instead of his friend. He inadvertently sent the email to his boss instead of his friend. So let's look at a gapful. He inadvertently offended her by making a joke about her hometown. He inadvertently offended her by making a joke about her hometown. Next on our list, we have the word meticulous. Have you heard this one before? No? Okay, so what does meticulous mean? Well, meticulous means being very careful or very detailed. Meticulous. And the opposite of meticulous would be, yes, you guessed it, careless. Meticulous. So she's meticulous when editing reports. Nothing escapes her. She's very careful. She's very detailed. She's meticulous. Now, which is the opposite of meticulous? Is it precise? Is it lazy? Or is it careless? And if you were listening carefully, then you would know that it's careless. The opposite of meticulous is careless, because meticulous is very careful, very detailed. Are you ready for the next one, which is a beautiful word? It's a word that I really like. It's such a pretty sounding word. And this word is ostentatious. Ostentatious. And what does ostentatious mean? And I'd like you to take a moment to really look at the images, because these images do encapsulate, they show, they reflect the meaning of the word. And ostentatious means showy, trying to impress. Ostentatious, ostentatious. And the opposite of ostentatious would be modest. Ostentatious, showy, try to show off, trying to impress. And the opposite would be modest. So he bought an ostentatious car just to impress clients. I'm going to say that if you buy a lime green Lamborghini, it's a little ostentatious, isn't it? But some people love being ostentatious. They embrace being ostentatious. They love being showy. They love to impress. Each to his own, right? Are you ostentatious? Do let me know in the comments below. Here's a nice gapful. That gold-covered phone case is a bit too ostentatious for me. Yes, it is. Next on the list is the word alleviate. Alleviate. Now, this I always associate with pain because we alleviate pain. So the definition of alleviate, repeat after me, alleviate is to make something less severe. So the opposite of alleviate, which would be to reduce or to make something less severe, alleviate pain, the opposite would be if you're thinking increase, yes, nothing wrong with the word increase, but there's another beautiful word that you could use, exacerbate. Exacerbate, to make something worse, okay? So alleviate the pain or exacerbate is the opposite. Now, medication helps alleviate pain, right? Also, meditation helps alleviate stress and it helps to improve focus. Alleviate. And let's just take a quick look at the spelling. Alleviate with a double L. So, which of these can be alleviated? Okay. Is it a book? Is it pain? Is it an envelope or envelope, depending if you're using British or American English? And yes, we can alleviate pain. Now, this one's interesting. Cogent. Cogent. It's a lovely word. It's an interesting word. And what does cogent mean? Well, for me, it's very similar to coherent, logical, clear, convincing, a cogent argument. Now, what I would do here is I would learn a phrase, cogent argument, a logical argument, a clear argument, a convincing argument, a cogent argument. And the opposite of logical, clear, and convincing argument would be a weak argument, an unconvincing argument. So, hey, that was a really cogent argument. Why? Her argument was cogent and it was well structured, it was logical, it was clear, and it was convincing. So here's a nice sentence that we can gap for. The lawyer gave a cogent explanation for the evidence. It was logical, it was clear, and hey, above all, it was convincing. Lawyers need to be cogent. How are you doing so far? If you are enjoying this video, if it's helping you in any way, please do take a moment to like. And if you want more content from us, please do subscribe. Wouldn't it be great if you shared this with a friend and help someone else to improve their English? That would be great, and I really would appreciate it. Next up on my list of advanced vocabulary that's going to make you sound amazing is eloquent. Eloquent, and that's got something to do with communication and speech. So, what does eloquent mean? This guy looks eloquent, not elegant, eloquent. And eloquent means fluent or persuasive. In speaking or writing, politicians are truly eloquent. Eloquent, eloquent. And the opposite of eloquent would be inarticulate. Inarticulate. So eloquent is the good one, fluent, persuasive, confident in speaking or in writing. And the opposite would be inarticulate. So he gave an eloquent speech at the graduation. The next word's lovely, scrutinize. Scrutinize. And scrutinize means to examine something very carefully. Now, if you guys are new to this channel, you might not know that I have a book club where I focus on Sherlock Holmes short stories. I love it. I love reading them out and explaining them. And Sherlock Holmes scrutinizes everything. Well, he's a detective, right? So Scrutinize means to examine something very carefully, scrutinize. So the auditor, the accountant, scrutinized every transaction. Scrutinize. So please scrutinize the contract before signing. Scrutinize. By the way, do let me know in the comments which is your favorite word so far. And the next one is interesting, but the pronunciation is a little tricky. Belligerent. Belligerent. And just looking at the image, what do you think belligerent means? Is it a positive word or attitude, or is it a negative word or attitude? Well, if you said negative, 100% correct. Now, focus on the image. Just take a moment and focus on the image. Belligerent, hostile, aggressive, belligerent. Can you hear the anger, the annoyance? Belligerent, belligerent. So he became belligerent after the third drink. Belligerent. He became hostile. He became aggressive. What would be the opposite of belligerent? What's the opposite of hostile and aggressive? Calm, relaxed, peaceful? Yeah, you got it. Now, here's another one that I don't use very often, but it is an advanced word, so let's look at it, and it's conundrum. 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 Repeat after me. Conundrum. And a conundrum is a confusing and difficult problem. Conundrum. I can't think of a direct opposite, but I do have an example sentence for you, and choosing the right path was a real conundrum. Choosing the right path was a real conundrum. The image says it all. For me, choice between a donut and an apple, it's a real conundrum. It's a confusing problem. It's a difficult problem. Actually, it's not a conundrum for me because I would choose the donut every time. Are you ready for our next word? And it is ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. What do you think ubiquitous means? I'm going to give you a sentence. Mobile phones are ubiquitous. And if you said that ubiquitous means they are found everywhere, 100% correct. Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous. Please do repeat after me. I want you to get the pronunciation correct because then you will feel confident using these words. Smartphones are ubiquitous these days. Ubiquitous. If you're loving this, please take a moment to download the free PDF. Are you ready for a quick quiz recap? You can just write your answers in the comments section below. So, he acted something and spilled coffee on the guest. I'm not quite sure which one it is, but I'd love to know your thoughts. There's something planning saved the company from disaster. Number 3, that influencer's outfit is way too, you know, the one that's showy? What was the word? Go ahead, put it in the comments, and I am going to put all the answers in the first comment and pin it. Yoga helps to something lower back pain. I said something about medication. It's the opposite of exacerbate. It begins with an A. Go ahead. Even if this is the only one you remember, put it in the comments below. And number 5, his point was so logical. No one could argue. Quick tip or a hint, it starts with a C. Now, if you would like to practice your accent, repeat after me for each word and each sentence. All right, let's do this together. Inadvertently, inadvertently. He inadvertently pressed send. It was a mistake. inadvertently. Meticulous. She is meticulous about her work. Meticulous. Cogent. Cogent. It was a cogent argument. Wow, those really were some power words, weren't they? If you got to the end of this video, then please do take a moment to just comment and let me know that you watched the entire video. Tell me what you loved about it. Tell me what you'd like to see in the future. Let me know which was your favorite word. And I'm curious, where in the world are you from? Thank you so much for joining me. Please do take a moment to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this with a friend. I'm Nas, and I always say it's ciao, but only for now, because I'll be back in the next episode. So please do subscribe so you don't miss out. Ciao.